Hello everyone, in this lecture I will explain how to do C programs for these problems. First we will see searching, and then we will see sorting methods, and then we will see the string manipulation programs. In searching we will be looking at the linear search, and this linear search we will do it with the help of function as well as a normal C program. Similarly, for binary search also we will write a program without using a function and with using a function. Similarly, for sorting I will explain to you selection sort and bubble sort, and that with functions. And in the string manipulation program I will tell you how to find the string length as well as how to find the string reverse. So string length I will write the program without using the function and with using the function. Similarly, the string reverse function I will write a small program without using function and a program with using functions. Okay, we will see how to write the linear search. Now we will see one by one. Now we are going to write the program to perform a linear search operation. As in the case of any program, here I am writing hash include stdio.h void main. Then first here we are assuming we have an array. We have an array of 5 elements. An array of 5 elements. That is, size of this array is 5. Size of the array is 5. And let us name this array as array itself. And it is of type integer. So we are performing the searching operation. That means we want to find out whether a particular element is available in this array or not. So let us name that variable as key. That means we are going to find out whether this key is present in this array. Okay, so first I want to define all these variables. Is it? So in the program I will declare all these variables. I have created a variable array to store the elements, and the size of the array is mentioned as 100, but in this case I am not going to store the 100 elements. I am going to store only 5 elements. Okay, and key is actually the name of the variable. Our key is the name of the variable, that is we will search for that value. We will store some variable, some value in this key variable, and I will search in this array for that value. Okay, and size actually refers to the total number of elements. Even though the array size is declared as 100, we won't store 100 elements. So in this case I am going to search, or I am going to record only 5 elements into this array. So the other elements, 95 locations, remain unused. And here I have defined one more variable which is I, and the role of this variable is it will act as the index, or see 5 elements. I want to process 5 elements, so I need to use some loop. So that I will act as actually the looping variable. Okay, so next I will write a statement to read the total number of elements. I have written here 2 statements. I wrote 2 statements. First is a printf statement which will give a message, which will give an appropriate message to the user. Printf enter number of elements in the array. You know, I think. And scanf %d size. That means we are reading the total number of. In this case, I want to read this 5. I want to read this 5 to the computer. So this 5 will be stored in this variable size. That is what is written here. Okay. Now I will write the statements to read an entire array. This printf statement is actually giving an appropriate message. Enter the elements, so that the user will be prompted. I am prompting the user to enter the data. and this for loop, I have used a for loop here. For I equal to 0, I less than size, I plus plus, scanf %d ampersand array of I. So what it will do? It will read the entire elements. So for example, suppose I have entered 11, I want to store 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. These are the elements I want to enter into the array. So what I will do? This statement will help me to read these values into the array. Okay, that is what is written here. So I am doing it with the help of scanf %d ampersand array of I. Now what I want to do next? So I want to read the value for this variable. That is, I want to read the value to be searched. Okay, and I will store that value in this variable key. Now you can see that I wrote a statement. Printf, enter the number to be searched /n, and scanf, I am reading value for this variable key. It's an integer variable. That is why I give %d here. Our array is also an integer type. Okay, so this will read a value for the variable key. For example, let us give in a value 44, which is in the array. First time we will give 44. After that, after first execution, in the second execution we will give 56, which is not in the array. That means if you look at this array, you can see 44 is available in the array, but the second value that I am going to input is not available in this array. So in the first case, I will get element found in this particular array, and in the second case, it will give you an output saying that element not found in the array. This is my aim. Okay. Now I will write the searching procedure. Now I have the array, I have the key. I want to search. It is a linear searching operation. So what it will do? It will start from this position. That is I equal to 0 here. You have studied about array. So the array index start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay. So I will assign I equal to 0, and I will go up to this position where I is less than size, because the value of I is here 4. What is the value stored in the variable size? It is 5. Okay, so since we start the array index as 0, that is why we got a value 4 here. If you start it as 1, but in C program we cannot start it with 1, because the assumption is always the array index start from 0. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 total. If you count the number of elements, you can see only total 5 elements are there. So here the value of I is 4. Okay, so we will search the entire array. We will search here, first location we will check, and then we will take the value, we will compare it with the key. This is the key value that I am going to enter first time. It is not equal 22. Then I will advance the pointer, advance this I value, I equal to 1 now, using the operation I plus plus, I equal to 1. Then we will compare the element in this position and the key value. If it is same, we will say the number is found. Else we will advance the pointer again I, using the here I equal to 2, and using the operation I plus plus. If they are same, we will stop the operation. If they are not same, again I will increment the I value, which is 3 here, using the I plus plus operation. If we compare, you can see the elements are same, so we will say the element found in the array. This is what I am going to do. So I have to start from the 0th position, and it should go up to the last element, I less than or equal to size. Okay, but in between, if I found the element, I will stop the searching operation. This is the procedure for linear search. Okay, now I will write the statement to do this iteration, searching. This is the statement to perform the linear search. As I said, I will start with the I value 0. I value 0. That is what I said before. I is equal to 0. Okay, and it will continue for this condition. If I is not less than size, that means if I less than size, do the operation. If I is less than size, we will do the operation. Okay, that means up to here I is less than 5. If I increment the value of I again, what will get? I will get a value of 5 which is not less than 5. 5 is equal to 5. So we don't want to execute in that condition. We will continue up to this point only, that is I less than size. And how do we increment it? I plus plus. So first you do for this, then increment it and do the operation for the next position. Again you increment the value of I, do it for the next operation, do it for the next value of I, comparison. Okay, so for each and every value of I, what we want to do? We want to compare. If array of I, if I is pointing to this location, compare that element with the key element. Okay, that is what we are doing it with the help of if. If array of I equal to key, what we want to do? Printf that element is found at location this position, that is the element is present at location first percentage d. First percentage d, this percentage d actually refers to the key element, that means key is present at location percentage d, I plus 1 position. Okay, but in this case you can see it is not match. There is no match between I equal to 0, the element stored in the location I equal to 0 and the key element. Okay, so this statement will never execute because this condition is not satisfied. This condition is not satisfied. Okay, so it will not execute this if statement. What it will do? It will take the next value of I plus plus. That means I will go here. Okay, then again we will do the same operation, and this will continue. Either a match occurs or we reach the end of the array. The same comparison operation will continue. Two cases are there. One case is the key element and the array content is same. At that time this operation will stop. Or in second case, when we checked the last element, after checking the last element also we will stop the comparison. Okay, so that is what is written here. Okay, so for I equal to 0, I less than size, I plus plus, and if array of I is equal to key, we want to break the program. If it is not equal to key, we will continue till the end of the array, I less than size. Okay, I equal to size, that means if we reached this point, what we want to do? We want to stop the iteration. We don't want to proceed further because there are no elements. After this point we don't have any elements, so we want to stop it. So if we reached this point, what does it mean? It means there is no match. So for example, consider this number. I have entered this number 56. I have entered this number. So what will happen? We will check with this one and this one, so no match. We will check the second one and this one, no match. 33 and this one, no match. We will take the third element, I equal to 3 element and 56, no match. In this case also no match. Again I will increment, so I will get a value of 5. 5 less than 5, no, it will come out. That means what? If I equal to size, that means the element is not present in the array. That is what is written here. Printf, if I equal to size, the element is not present in the array. Okay, and then we will close the bracket. So that's all about the linear search operation. Now we will see how to execute this program, and I am going to store. I have created here, if you look at this, I have created a C program directory, so I will save that program there. Save C programs, you can see here the folder is there, and I am going to name it as linear search. .c. Save. I saved this program. You can see the name come here, and now I will go to the command prompt and I will try to execute this program with the help of GCC linear search. Linear search.c. Press enter. If there are any errors, it will show the errors. Since we have no error here in the program, so it will not show any error. And if you want to run the program, ./a.out. This is the command to run the program. So if you press enter, you can see the output. Enter the element in the array. So it is showing this message. Enter the element in the array. Okay. So in this program, I told you I have 5 elements. So here I will give 5. So if I give 5, it will ask for the elements. So now we are going to execute this section of the program. So as a first step, it is showing this message here. Enter the elements. And now what I will do, I will enter 5 elements here. Okay. So what are the elements? The same elements I will enter here. 11, 22, then 33, then 44, then 55. These are the elements. Now this execution is over. Its execution is over. Now you can see enter the number to be searched, which is the output of this statement. Enter the number to be searched. Now what I am going to do, you want to enter this value. So I already told you I will enter 2 numbers, 44 and 56. First I will enter this one because that is available in the list. So I should get that element is available. So first I will enter 44 here. 44. So you can see the output. 44 is present at location 4. Okay. So which is the output of this printf statement is present at location 4. Okay. Because in between, that is the first element and the last element. This is the last element, this is the first element. In between these elements, the procedure actually find out that element you are searching, 44, and it is displaying 44 is present at location 4. So if you count the number, this is actually index. When we are talking about location 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is written here, that is displayed. So which is the output of this statement print. After finding the element, it is breaking the program. If consider for example, if next number is also 44, this won't display. This program will not display that position, because whenever the program first see the first occurrence of the key element, it will stop the execution. That is because the break statement. Okay. Now I will run the program one more time. So next time if you want to run the program without any modification, if you run the program, same program one more time, no need to compile, just give a.out. Okay. So here also I am giving total number of elements as 5, and the number of elements, same number of elements I am giving 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, and this time I am giving a number that is not in the array, that is 56. 56 I am entering, 56. So what you will get, that means it will check the entire array and finally it will reach here. At that time this condition is satisfied. What is the condition? I equal to size. So in that case you are getting a message from this printf that is not available, that is not present in the array. That is a message you are getting. 56 is not present in the array. So the same message. Hope you understood the program. Linear search with a function. I will write a function, and then to perform the search operation, then that function will return a value to the main program. It will look like this. I have the main program here. I will call a function like this, linear search, and it will return some value here, and I will write the linear search somewhere here like this. Okay, so I am using the concept of functions. And now listen. Now you can see the same set of statements I repeated here also. The same set, the variables are same, the other statements are same. This is the statement to read the size, this is the statement to prompt the user to enter the number of elements, and we will read the number of elements using this for loop and scanf, and this printf will prompt the user to enter the element to be searched, that is the key element. And now we will see what is the difference. We will see the difference between a linear search without function and with function. The next statement, from the next statement onwards, it will vary. This is the function call. Position equal to linear search array size key. So if you look at the statement, you can see this is the function name. This is the array name where you are searching for this particular element. Key is the element that you are searching, and size actually specifies the number of elements in the array. So all these parameters I have read. We have these parameters. Array we have the size, we have the key. Now we are going to search. So this linear search, that is a function name. Okay. So, and what it will do? This function will return the value, return an integer value. So what is that integer value? It will return, if you are searching for 44, it will return the position of 44 in this array. Okay, so this position of the role of the position variable is that. Okay, so you can see the definition here, position. I have added another variable which is called the position. So position we will get. Okay, now I will write the rest of the program. Now if you look at this, you can see if position is equal to -1, if this function is returning a value that is -1, that is what is meant by this statement. If position equal to -1, we will assume the searched element is not available in the array. If it returns, if this function call returns any value other than this -1, we will say that is the position, that is the location of that key element in the array. So that is the if else part. Okay, now I will write the function prototype, and then I will run the program. So this is my function definition. This is my function definition. So int is the return value of this function, because we are assigning value. We are assigning value to an integer variable. When we call this function, we are assigning the return value to an integer variable. That is why the type is int, and we know the name of the array is linear search. How many arguments are there? 3 arguments. All are of integer type. First one is array. That is, here the array is actually named as A, and the second one as actually specifies the total number of elements in the array, and the third one is the element that you are going to search in the array. And I have declared another variable inside the function definition, which is I, that will act as the for loop variable. So for I equal to 0, I less than size. That means we want to search from this position to this position. I plus plus if a of I equal to element, that is, if first time I will be here, we are comparing this element with the key element. Okay, if that is same, if these two elements are same, we will return the position, we will return I. Okay, else what we will do, we will point to the next location, and then we will compare this with the key element. Okay, so and then finally, if you didn't, for example, in this case, if you didn't find a match, I will be at this location. In that case, we will return. If you look at this program, if the execution of for loop is over, that means I will be pointing into this location. I will be pointing to this location. That means the element is not available. So in that case, we are returning -1. Else, if you found the element, we will return the value of I. If you didn't find the element in the array, we will return the value -1. So it will come here. Now I want to write the function prototype and hash include and everything. So this is the function prototype. The function prototype, the function type, return type, function name, and the arguments. Type of the argument. We don't want to mention the name of the variables. Just we will mention the type of the argument. The first one is an integer array. The second one is only a single variable, integer variable. Third one is another integer variable. And we are including stdio.h also. Now we will save the program, and this is the directory, and I will give linear search function is there. This is performed, linear search is performed using function, so I will give func dot c. Now I will go to that command prompt, gcc linear search underscore func, and if you compile, no errors are there, so you can directly run the program /a dot out. So it is asking for the number of elements. Here we are giving 5, and then enter the elements. We are giving these values 11, 22, 33, 44, sorry, 55. So now it is asking for the key to be searched. We will first search for this one, 44. Then a 44 is present at location 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's correct. Now we will run the program again to search for this value. 5 elements, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. Now we will search for this one, 56, which is not in the array. 56. So 56 is not present in the array, which is the output of, which is not present in the array, which is the output of this statement, because we will get a value -1 for position variable. Okay.